All right. Tell us, if you could, where and when you went to school in the United States, and where and when you've been to school internationally at international schools.
Uh, I went to Rumini International School when I was in kindergarten to the third grade. Then I moved to the States at Foster City Elementary School in California, and I stayed there for fourth and fifth grade. And I moved back to Rumini International School in Thailand in the sixth grade, and
That
been
ever
there
since.
since high school. Yes,
Okay. And you're in 10th grade now?
yes, tenth grade.
Okay. And what would you say struck you as being the most different between your social studies courses at here at international school and your social studies courses in America?
When I was in the States, what they did was did a lot of activities like when they when they did the gold rush, they actually take you to historical sites and take you where they did the mining for gold. So what they did was they actually let us go do those activities and actually try to find gold and everything. And then they take us to more historical sites like missionaries and all that stuff. But international school, they don't really do a lot of activities like that, like field trips. It's usually just in classrooms. So,
Okay. And what would you say is if you had to say, like your favorite parts or so about your social studies courses here at an international school, what would you say?
well, favorite part about the United States when I took it, basically the activity they did was like you could understand what people like back then were going through because they actually take you back and show you how they lived, like pilgrims and stuff, what they ate, what clothes they wear, and we actually dressed up like them for a whole day and did activities they did. And here it's mostly like reading PowerPoints and such.
Okay. Do you have any favorite parts about your social studies courses here? Is there anything you really like that your courses do that you hope maybe your social studies teachers do in the next couple years?
Well, I hope maybe they could have, like in the States, how they could go back, see what people go through, and like more examples and activities showing how in history how people went through it.
Okay. And if you were to say there was what you missed, what would you say you missed the most about, say, your classes in the States, social
But
studies courses?
but I miss how to, like how they actually did activities like field trips or like they dress up as pilgrims and everything. Because they actually did activities like what pilgrims did and like like during the gold rush they take us to a site go mining or they take us to missionaries see look at churches bells anything historical sites.
Okay. And describe your at the international school. Describe what the student population is. Say in your classroom. What types of people are in your classroom as far as background?
Oh, we have Asian students mostly.
Yeah. From mostly from Thailand or from other countries or.
Yeah, mostly Thailand.
Mostly Thailand. Okay. Do you think that how does that having gone to the U.S. and been back, how does that do you think affects the classroom at all? Are things different? Do you talk maybe about things that happen U.S. Differently than here, such as say World War I or World War II? Are they discussed any different, or is it pretty much the same?
Uh, well, in America they actually make World War One like the students they want to learn about it, but here they're in Thailand, so they don't think it's necessary to learn about World War One in the States and stuff.
Right.
So it's different with the students what they say and think
What they say and think. They're more focused on events that took place
in Thailand.
right in
It's
Thailand.
the home country, yes.
Okay, excellent. And do you think that that's beneficial to you? Having lived in America, do you like the fact that you're learning this different type of history or history a certain way, or do you kind of prefer that you were learning it with more of an American focus?
Well, I don't really see it differently. It's still a history class, so I like to think of it like stories of old days and stuff. Like stories and just like listening to.
Excellent. And if you, and as a student, you've been, you've had many different international school teachers. What have you said? Do you like the different international school teachers that you've had, and the fact that they've come from various different places? Do you find that interesting and fun that they have different backgrounds, or do you kind of wish that you had kind of the same teachers with the same background teaching you throughout your schooling?
Well, it's interesting meeting new teachers. I met a lot of teachers. They have different ways of teaching. I think it's interesting what new ways they have. Some difficult, some like some teachers I have, they're like younger, and so they understand the kids more. But the older teachers, they strict and like stick to like old school ways.
Right. So how do you find it, as far as a lot of the teacher contracts are only about 2 years or so? How do you find it whereas in a high school or so, you might have the same teacher around or see the same teacher for 4 years or so in the States, but where in an international school they might only be there for a year and then they leave, and you get another teacher come in, whether it be your homeroom teacher or anything. How do you feel about that? Do you like that, or do you kind of wish there was more consistency, or do you like the different teachers?
I don't know, all the teachers I meet, ones that leave, I miss them because we spent a whole year together. It's kind of like a bond, like teacher and student, and you would want to visit them. You got questions, you can always come back to them. They're always there to help, actually, and you see them leave, it's like, I don't know, feels like you wish they were there, like, until you graduate at least, like, and then maybe you can come back, like, your alumni got kid, you can come back, visit them.
All right. Good. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for all your answers.